Nusantara Resources is a public Australian company seeking to list on the Australian Stock Exchange. The company arises from the demerger of the Awak Mas Gold Project from One Asia Resources. The Awak Mas Gold Project is located on the island of Sulawesi in Indonesia and features a sizable 1.74 million ounce gold resource. The resource was initially discovered in the late 1980s and it's had several phases of work completed on it, and that also includes several phases of feasibility work. The company has strong support from the likes of Lion Selection Group, who are a cornerstone investor arising from the demerger of One Asia, but will also be contributing nearly $5 million into the IPO. We've already had commitments for the IPO of some $13 million of the minimum subscription of $15 million, and we're seeking to raise between $15 and $20 million. Nusantara already enjoys a substantial gold mineral resource. In fact, that mineral resource is some 1.74 million ounces. On the back of that mineral resource, there's been several feasibility studies undertaken, and these include mining open pit studies, metallurgical studies, and environmental impact studies. Indeed, we've recently received from the Indonesian government approval for our environmental impact statement. The project also enjoys certain infrastructure benefits. Recently, there's been a substantial upgrade of reticulated power in the southern part of Sulawesi, and we have a major power line passing within just 30 kilometres of the planned project area. The project is expected to comprise a large open cut and milling facility that will also benefit from low strip ratios, as already demonstrated from earlier work undertaken on the project. A considerable amount of planning has already been undertaken for things like tailings storage and overburden removal. So the project benefits from a lot of studies that already accelerate the potential development timeline. Lion Selection is a resource investor and also the largest shareholder of One Asia Resources. They've got an enviable track record of supporting companies from exploration through feasibility into development. They've been a strong supporter of One Asia in this project for some time, and their ongoing support is seen critical for the project. Indeed, they have committed to contributing up to another $5 million into the IPO. The board and management of Nusantara Resources has considerable experience across a range of mining industry professions, including geology, mining, accounting, legal and finance. Our Managing Director, Mike Spreadborough, is a 30-year veteran, having worked as a mining engineer with large mining companies, and his last role was as Chief Operating Officer with Sandfire at its Degussa project in Western Australia. Rob Hogarth is an accountant, having worked 6 years at the KPMG office in Indonesia, a very experienced accounting professional. Boyke Aberdeen is our Indonesian representative. He provides advisory services to a number of mining companies in Indonesia, and his particular specialty is government and community relations. Colin McMillan is our Chief Geologist, and Colin has worked for 29 years as a geologist, 6 of which were at the Gosowong project in Indonesia. And Adrian Pratt, our Manager of Technical Services undertaking the feasibility study, is a 30-year mining engineering professional with a lot of experience in feasibility studies. My background has been in geology and also equity capital markets, specifically focused on the mining and exploration sector. Funds raised pursuant to the IPO will be focused on completing a high-quality definitive feasibility study for the Awak Mas Gold Project, with the intention of then being able to launch into construction and production from the project. Some $5 million will be spent on exploration. This will include infill drilling in and around the open pits to upgrade the resource mineral categorisation, but also some extensional drilling across some 10 projects that feature either historical diamond drilling or trenching with gold mineralisation. The balance of the funds will be used for the feasibility study work, including mining and metallurgical studies. On top of that, there will be working capital to advance the company's interests. The company features a 1.74 million ounce resource with already extensive feasibility work undertaken on the project. We already have access to grid power and other infrastructure benefits to help develop the project. The project is secured under a 7th generation contract of work with the Indonesian government. A number of permits are already underway or completed, including the environmental impact statement. And we're now in a position to launch into a high quality definitive feasibility study to be completed by the middle of next year, which should be able to launch us into a construction and development of a high quality gold project in Indonesia.